Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spooky Colorist channel. 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. I just gotta grab two supplies that I forgot about. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my voice is going, so I'm really sorry if it sounds really annoying. Trust me, it's annoying me too, but it is what it is, y'all. So, anyways, today I am gonna do a Kameliya Angelkova page in 50 Autumn Miniatures. I thought that was very fitting. And then the page that we are gonna do is actually snail themed. So I'm going to tell you guys all about my snails that I got in August. So we're going to do like a whole little color and chat and talk about some of my new snails. My snails even have a TikTok page. Can you believe it? Because they're just so darn cute. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about all that good stuff. And then after I'm done this video, I'm going to film two other videos for two other series that I have for you guys. Now, when I said October is going to be a killer month, I am pumping out videos for you guys. I had a nice little break in August, halfway through August, and the whole of September. So besides my little cold I got going on, this virus is still hanging on to me. Other than that, I am feeling ready to be back and film videos for you guys because I really do miss you. I'm hoping, my, what's the word called? My phone doesn't die. Worst case, I'm gonna have to plug in the charger. But for right now, so far so good. So I'm not gonna stress about that right now. Okay, you guys. Sorry, I was just taking a quick vapey vape. Okay, so then because my watch isn't charged, I won't be able to tell if you guys can see. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, but is it fine when I'm? Yes, that's perfect. Okay, good, 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 good. Even like that? Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Let me just bring my filming tripod in more. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Woo! Okay. So, I'm going to try to find a prompt in my bingo for Danny Button's Patreon. If you guys don't know about that, she has 3 different tiers. I'm in the highest tier because I love her videos. I just love Danny Button. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and she kind of inspired me to do YouTube videos. She was the first person that really got me into like full-blown adult coloring, so I just adore her. So if you guys haven't already, go check out her Patreon and her YouTube. I will leave her channel down below. And again, she has 3 different tiers. If you just want the bingo card, she has a tier for just that. So definitely go check her out. Okay. Because I didn't mark my page, we're going to have to kind of do a little flippy-do. Oh my god, my cat is literally on my pillow underneath my Halloween blanket. Like he's a freaking King Tut over there. Oh, there it is. Okay, here. Here's a little snail we're going to color. Now, I'm paranoid my head's going to hit this camera. Just going to check my bingo board off camera. Let's see. Okay, this will be for a page that makes me happy. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. what just fell. I can't tell. Okay. Plug this baby in. I gotta pull up my sleeves. I'm having these weird hot flashes and then freezing, which, again, you guys know me, I don't ever get cold, so this has just been a living nightmare. So I do feel bad for people who get cold now, that have just like that chronically cold, like always freezing, like my mom. So, and she feels bad for me that I'm clinically always hot. So we kind of understand each other a little bit more. Okay. You guys see the page? Yes, there we go. Okay. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Is that better? Hope so. Hope so. Okay. Okay, let's get started, y'all. See, is this a phone charger? This is a phone charger. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So, this is for a page that makes me happy. Now, the 50 Valentine's miniatures, or the romantic miniatures, sorry, has 2 snails, and I do have 2 snails because they're very, sorry, what's the word called? They're very, like, social animals. So you're always supposed to have 2, at least 2 in a tank. So I have 2, but this is going to be only the one right now. We're going to do my boy, because I love my boy. I mean, so one cool thing about snails that I never knew is they have both male and female reproductive systems. So they technically don't need the other one to get, like, lay eggs. They only need themselves. So that's why you should always look in your tank for eggs every so often. Okay, so I'm going to do my mushrooms red. Why not? And I'm just going to use my Ohuhus. I'm trying to use up my Ohuhus because I do have Copic, but always for my Ohuhus, usually I'm going to try to use them in these books just because with the Copics, like, they get very thirsty in this paper, so I don't want to damage those. I mean, I still do use them because I don't want them drying up, obviously. But, yeah, that's just what I do. 1 second, you guys. Take a quick vippy. And then once this vape dies, that's it. I'm quitting. I'm so proud of myself. I'm quitting. Okay. I'm going to take this little... So, this is my Ohuhu marker. So, let's get started. We can talk about my snails. So, obviously there's, like, tons of different types of snails out there in the world. So basically, in order for you to have a snail, you have to have a type that in your cold month, if the snail ever got out or you decide to release them, which please don't ever do that. If you have snails or any type of animal, don't do that. That's really not fair to the animal. But snails are huge invasive species. Say if I lived in Florida and I dumped my snails, they could ruin the whole ecosystem. So it's very, like, so UK, Canada, like where you get really cold winters, those are the types of places that you can have certain snails. So the snail that I have is illegal where I am. So I can have them because if they ever got out, because I would never release them because they're my babies and I love them, they would die. So that's kind of how it works. So mine are the biggest species you can get. They are called the giant African land snail, and they can get up to 8 to 9 inches. So they get really big. So when I was looking, I've always wanted a snail, always, my whole life. And I'm that type of weird person that likes having a pet in my room. Now, yes, I have cats and I have dogs, and my cat does come in my room all the time. Both of them do. But I like just having a pet in my room. It's a bedroom pet. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like some people have fish. I've tried the whole fish thing. That was a horrible disaster, and I don't think I could ever do fish again. Like I spent so much money for them, and yeah, we can have a whole fish talk about what happened. It wasn't this summer, it was the summer before is when I tried doing fish keeping, and that was all hell. So yeah, so I looked online, like Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace. You can't sell animals anymore. So I looked some up on Kijiji. I found a breeder, and I'm doing that because she definitely wasn't a good breeder, but she was the only one that sold them where I'm from. So yeah, it was 2 for $50. And again, you should get them in pairs, and I wanted to get them in pairs. So yeah, that's what I did. Literally super simple. She gave me her address. Me and my best friend drove to PetSmart to grab some supplies and then pick them up. And I did not tell my mom. So she was not happy when I got home. And she kind of figured it out because when we were driving back, because we all have our, like, the Find My iPhone friends and all that, like, just in case something bad happens. We all do, like, all my friends and my family do. She's like, where the heck are you guys? Like, why are you so far away? So anyways, I told her, and she got really mad, but yeah. And we didn't get home till, like, almost like 9:30 at night, and it was dark. It was pouring rain. And then I had to set up the tank all that night. Like, it was just like a lot. Definitely didn't plan it well, but I mean, all good. And oh my God. So my friend's like, yeah, this is the house. And the subdivision, I'm not even joking, was so stressful. Like I couldn't even, like the houses were just so close that like we literally couldn't tell them like, okay, well, which number is this? Like it was just crazy. I definitely felt like really like claustrophobic. I mean, I live in a subdivision, but oh yeah, that was really intense. Like there was like thousands of homes in there. Anyways, so we're sitting there. My best friend's like, yeah, this is the house. I said, okay. So I open this person's gate and knock on the door. And I'm looking for snails on this person's porch, okay? And keep in mind, I can see these people sitting on their couch watching TV. And I'm like, where the fuck are the snails in my head, right? Because I'm like, oh, I can't see them. And then this woman opens the door. I'm like, hi, I'm so sorry. I said, are you the snail breeder? This woman looked at me like, what the hell is this person on? And I'm sitting there like trying not to die. I was so mortified. I'm like, are you the snail breeder? And she's like, the what? I said, do you breed snails and sell them? And she's like, no. And her daughter was with her. And then they started laughing. I'm like, oh shoot, wrong house. I am so sorry. I said, we are like hella lost. She's like, no problem. It's okay. And then when they shut the door, I could hear them being like, snail breeder? There's a snail breeder in our subdivision? I was dying. And then their gate, I couldn't get their gate to shut because it was kind of like lopsided. I'm like, shit. So I'm like sitting there stressing. I'm literally like full on stressing about this person, and like, oh my God, it was so bad. So I get in the car and I look at my best friend. I said, not the house, not the house. He's like, well, where the fuck is it? Because it says it's here. And to be fair, I couldn't even guess where the heck it was. Like, it was crazy. Like, yeah, it was just nuts. We were both stressing. Anyway, so I messaged her. I'm like, I literally can't find your house. I think I'm in the right subdivision, but I don't know. And then she's like, we have a blue car and a massive RV outside. I said, and then we drove literally right by it. I'm like, okay, we found it. The street and everything was not correct. Let's just tell you that. I think she might have sent the wrong address because, let me tell you, that poor lady had a jump scare when I came to her house about, are you the snail breeder? Oh my God, for the life of me, I will never forget that day. That was so funny. Like, they look shocked. Like, what is this woman on? So I'm just going to take my Colourist blender and just where the spots are, I try to lift up any of the mistakes that I get in. I mean, I'm going to go over this with white, but it's always good just to try to get as much up as I can. Sorry, you guys. I just got into the zone. Anyway, so yeah, so we picked them up and they're like in this little dish, like plastic container that says like basil 50% off. And I'm like, oh, my babies. They were literally on top of each other when I first got them, and they were so small. They were like crying because how big they've gotten now. So here, let's say okay, so my boy is named Shrek, and then my girl's name's Fiona. And so Shrek has been bigger than her since I got him, but she's starting to catch up. So they were probably like, let's just say this is their body, their shell. He was probably like that big. Now they're like 3 of these is their shell. So his is, when I measured it in September, his was 8 centimeters long and hers was 7 centimeters. So, and you should always measure your snail's shells so you know that they're progressing correctly. If you notice that their shells are not growing or anything, it's probably a runt snail, which means you have to crush them because runt snails live in pain their whole life. Most babies out of a clutch, which a clutch could be anywhere from 500 to 800 eggs, they're mostly going to be runt snails. So that's the only crappy part. If you do breed them, you're going to have to crush live snails. So I know, so the breeder said they're under a year old. I'm not sure how accurate that is. So their birthday's going to be Halloween, or yeah, their birthday's going to be Halloween. Cause I'm like, I don't know their birthday, or their birthday's going to be in September. I don't know. So they'll lay eggs. I haven't had them lay eggs yet, and I've had them since August. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Hopefully soon, 'cause I would love for them to lay eggs. It means they're healthy. But yeah, so so they can live anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Now things can go wrong, of course. So, I mean, you just never really know how long you have with them, right? So, anyways, so as they get older, once they get bigger, before, maybe halfway, through their life, I'm going to save one of their egg sacs, like one of their clutches. Ugh, it's going to be so hard. Because I've tried messaging that breeder and like asking her like just some questions. She won't answer me. So I definitely don't want to go through her again. And I want them to be like Shrek and Fiona's babies. So when they do pass, then I'll have those guys, kind of. You know what I mean? So that's my plans with that. Yeah, so they eat fruits and veggies, raw fruits and veggies. They have to have cuddle bone or cuddle fish in their cage at all times. So it's like this. Actually, I have it right next to me. Let me grab one. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry. I bought like a laundry hamper with snails all over it, and it should be coming like early November so I can put all their stuff in it because it's all in the corner of my room. It's a disaster. But this is cuttlefish, and they basically get their calcium from this. So they like eat this all the way down till there's like pretty much nothing, and it's all gross and brown. So yeah, so they eat that too. It has to be in their cage at all times. And then I make them a snail mix twice a week, which I have to do some tonight. And they don't always eat it, so they didn't eat any of theirs this week. So I'm literally going to have to take them out. So around 9:30, I'm going to have to go in there, grab them both out, and make sure they eat some of it because it's their protein. So they need protein and calcium. Protein they need twice a week. Calcium they need once a week. But the cuttlefish has to stay in there at all times. But once a week I make them a calcium cake. Out of, this is my backup one, reptile calcium without vitamin D, 3 in it. So I literally scoop this out, make a paste of it, stick it in an ice cube tray thing that I bought for them. Let it air dry for about 2-3 days. Pop it out, stick it in their cage, and they go mental for it. So, but you have to make sure you're not putting too much of that in there because they can actually like over calcium themselves. So where they eat too much calcium and like their organs calcify and they basically die. So you have to be careful. Like you have to like measure and all that stuff. So yes, and whenever they feel like they need some calcium, they go to their cuddle bone, or cuttlefish bone. Yeah, and then when they do lay a clutch, what I have to do is crush the eggs. I have to crush their eggs, and then you basically just crunch it up really good, so it's like kind of like a pasty, and then you can actually feed it back to them because when they lay eggs, they actually lose a lot of calcium. So they need it to get their strength and like health back up. So I hate doing red with big spaces because it always looks streaky. And I don't know if it's because I'm talking and that's why it's getting streaky. Let me know if you guys have any ways. Like usually for the most part, it's pretty good. Like I don't have a hard time, but reds are not easy, and purples. Reds and purples are not easy. Like dark purple. Anyways, so yeah, you basically like feed it back to them and they go nuts over it. So I'm still waiting for my babies to lay their first clutch, at least with me. Like since they've been with me. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Okay, that's done out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in, like I said, and go in with the Colourist blender and go do that. Oh God, my foot's itchy. Sorry, you guys. itchy foot. Oh. Oh my God, I'm so tired. 1 second. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so it should be interesting to see how it goes. No, my mom does not know the part of how long they live and how big they are. So, my family thinks it's really gross to have them. Like they're confused as why people have them as pets. They're very popular in the UK. Like almost everyone in the UK has a pet snail. So yeah. And they actually have a TikTok, so I'll leave their TikTok down below if you want to see them. I do some funny stuff with them. Yeah. And every week they cost, like their food and stuff, like a grocery shop usually costs around like 70-80 bucks. Like right now I'm getting low on some stuff for them. What I do is I buy a fruit tray, a veggie tray, then I buy some separate like lettuce leaves and like mixture leaves, like dandelion leaves, all that. And then I buy some veggies and some separate fruits, and then I like switch off and give it to them basically. And they're pretty easy. So like every 6 months, I'm gonna do the stem. Let me just find a color. Here it is. Yeah, that's good. So basically every month, because I don't have ground police, so I don't have like isopods, I don't have springtails or anything like that, because literally no one will ship those to me. And like there's no one local or any pet stores that sell them, so that kind of sucks. Because if I would have had those in my tank, I wouldn't have to do a clean. I would only have to do a clean every 6 months. But because I don't have those, I have to clean it once a month to get all their, like, you should be picking up their poo every day if you can find it. If you can't find it, like, try to pick up as much poop as you can find. And then they get a deep clean once a month. And it took me about almost 2 hours to clean their full cage, because you can't use any soap or anything like that. It will kill them. So I used a cloth with really warm water, had them sitting on my bed on top of a Tupperware lid, and they were eating their mixture and some fruits and veggies, living their best life. Well, I was busting my butt cleaning their cage. So yeah, so you have to save half of the top part of the dirt that they have. Save that. Clean it as best as you can. Save it because that has all their good bacteria on it. And then take whatever looks gross out and then mix half of new dirt into that. Then you gotta pour some calcium in their soil and do all that, and then put it all back, put their home back. And you have to try to get everything kind of the same, because if you constantly change their environment, they can get super stressed out and die, which is really sad. So it's also a tip there. And with obviously having snails and lots of fruits and veggies in the house, I have fruit flies like crazy. I'm not even joking. I spent $120. And we also have fruit in the like fridge in the kitchen, so like that doesn't help either. Like we're bound to get them. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, like that's nuts. And then let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to pick a color. Okay. And then oh God, what was I saying? Come on, brain, work. Work, brain. Yes, so I spent about 120 bucks on Amazon for fruit fly traps. Like the liquid ones, because I have those in my room already and they work phenomenal. So I need some for downstairs. We have some in the garage, so we're gonna put some traps out there, and I'm gonna put more in my room. But because of the snails, like, yeah, I get a lot of fruit flies. So, I mean, they're not like, it's annoying. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. It is annoying to have fruit flies, but you know, it's better than like something worse than that, like an infestation of spiders or something freaky like that, or a bunch of flies. Like, I find flies really annoying, but yeah, they're just little fruit flies. So yep. Oh, this color is about to die, so perfect. Add it to my empties. So yeah, I will pop in a few pictures of them at the end of the video so you guys can see. And like I said, I'll leave their TikTok down below. You guys can go follow them. Yeah. I might even do a challenge one day where once they're bigger, where I have them on my arm and I color with them. So I feel like that would be fun, right? Maybe we can do another snail page. That'd be cool. This marker is on its last limb here. Like, I'm stretching it far here with this, but it's okay. Thank God it's a light color, because if it was a darker color, it would have been real streaky. Like, super streaky. There we go. Getting somewhere, y'all. We are getting somewhere. Okay. Not sure how I'm liking this color, because I thought it was going to be a little bit more tanner, but it's okay. We're going to work with it. It's a little bit more peachier than I wanted, but it's all good. Wood color. Let's do this clay. So yeah, they're pretty easy. Like, obviously you got to clean out their cage every day and put out fresh veggies. My snails come out around 9:30 to 9:30 they come out. They'll start making their way down to get some fruits and veggies and all their yummies. So, yes. And then you got to mist their cage at least twice a day, or at least the bare minimum once a day. I do twice. And then what I do is, once I spray it, if there's any fruit flies in there, they'll come out, and then I suck them up with the vacuum just to try to get their like life cycle out of the way. Because if I can break their life cycle, then there won't be as many in my room. Now, there's not hundreds or anything, but there is quite a few. So, trying to get them out of here before winter starts, because we're already in fall. And then I put up these big yellow sticky traps on like each side of the wall, next to the cage, and there's a few that have flown on and gotten stuck, so it works out. Okay, I just realized also my marker got stuck in here. One second, you guys. I just realized that there's another mushroom there. mushroom colors are two. Why can't I find that? Here it is. Extra white. Okay. I think my bucket's gonna be purple. It's gonna be purple. Okay, let's do this mushroom. Okay, this mushroom shouldn't have any streaks because it's a smaller area. But yeah, so they're fairly easy. So I'm excited. I love them so much. I'm more attached to Shrek. I don't know why. I feel closer with him. I love Fiona. Fiona's my girl. But I love my Shreky. He's my Shreky boy. It's so cute. He has a designated spot where he sleeps. She moves around all the time. But lately she's been in her little flower pot, which is plastic. Make sure everything in the cage is mostly soft, because if they ever fall and they can crack their shell, and if you have a snail with a cracked shell, that is not good. Most of the time you have to like euthanize it. Obviously not by crushing them, but just like with some oils or something. I don't know exactly how they do it, but yeah. If it's so like, if it's like terribly cracked, like if it's a small break that you can try to fix, that's perfect. Try your best. So yeah, they're my babies and I love them. And they're literally like right behind me from my filming desk, so that's really nice to have them there. I mean, soon my desk is going to be on the other side of the room because I need my closet back. I can't handle not having my closet back. I can't put any of my clothes away, and it's terrible. And it just makes me not want to do my own laundry because I don't have anywhere to put my clothes, because my bookshelf is blocking my closet door from opening. So that really sucks. Okay. And I kind of feel like I'm leaning back. I need my chair to be pushed. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. A little bit back. There we go. Okay. Purple. Let's get this color out. Pastel-y color. Do, 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 do. Looks pretty. Even my rope's gonna be purple. Okay. What am I doing? The whole bucket has to be this color. Oh, my brain. I think the next series I'm gonna film, which I'm really excited about too. I have 2 other series I'm filming. I'll have a couple series going. Yeah, a couple. I'm gonna do where I talk for 30 minutes and then speed color, or even just do like time-lapse one because I don't want to completely lose my voice because it's getting there. This morning, I couldn't even talk. Like, that's just how bad it was this morning. Okay, let's do the grass. Like, I'm gonna do the actual mushrooms, like the white part sparkly. I think that would look cool. I might even put that on so it can dry while we color the rest. And I don't know if I did the title page in here. No, I haven't. This is one where I did like marker and then pencil over top. Looks pretty good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And then I'm also going to do some, I'm not really used to my markers right now because I've been using lots of pencils. So I love pencils. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with them. I'm still a marker girl, but if I can find a way how people just get their pencils to look so smoothly blended and figure out that trick, then I will totally love pencils. Even more than I do right now. So been practicing blending with them. I just gotta figure out how people like really do a stark color, like make it look so bold without like the white lines in it. And I have those pencil blenders, but I think what people are doing is they're pushing really hard and then blending it out with that pencil. So we'll see. Again, I'm just going in and taking whatever color I don't want out of the paper as best as I can. Oh, that's going into that. Shoot. I gotta grab that red again. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh God, we are at 42 minutes, y'all. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up. So then, because we're almost hitting an hour. So I'm going to time lapse from here on. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story about my snails. When I'm done the picture, I will come back for an outro and show you guys, and then I'll put in the pictures of my snails and some videos of them. So yeah, I'll just get coloring and doing the speedy one. So I'll see you guys in a second for time lapse. Hey guys, so it's the next day. The glitter all dried. So we're gonna finish our snail, and I think I'm gonna go in with a darker gray and just do like on top of the lines, just add some definition. And then we'll do my snaily, and then we're done this page. I don't love how it's coming out, but it is what it is, and it's gonna be done, and it will be fine. So, as you can tell, my voice is really bad right now. I actually had to miss my son's like assessment today because we're both still sick. So I called them, told them how like our symptoms and stuff, and they even appreciated me calling in because they said, yeah, like we don't want to risk anyone else getting sick, and which I totally understand. So I just thought I could give them a call and just let them know, because if you don't show up, And then if you don't tell them, then you'll have to pay like $150. And I really don't want to do that. So I called them right first thing in the morning. And even my mom said, like, you guys are both still pretty sick. Like, I wouldn't even risk going. And it's not going to be accurate for my son, too, because, like, if I bring him when he's, like, upset and not feeling good, you know, like, he's not going to do the tasks that they want him to do properly, to properly, like, assess him. So yes, so that's the dealio with that. So let's finish this. So we literally just have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and the snailers, and then we're done. Okay, let's see. So I did want to put glossy accent on this. So let me just grab my bag of glitters. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh no! Oh my god, do you guys see what just happened? Oh my lord. I smudged the glossy accent. Oh my god. It's okay, we're gonna figure out how to get that up. Let me just think here for a second. Okay, I'm gonna take my white paint pen and probably my Jelly Roll white. Shake them up. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Just cover over that. Let's just pretend this just never happened. Hopefully the marker lays down over this. Okay, I'm just doing a very light layer because I still need my oh-hoo-hoos to be able to go over this. And I'm gonna go in with pen in the eyeball, but what a fail. What a fail. Oh my god, I can't. It's okay. I promise you, my snail does not look like that in real. Oh my Lanta. Actually, yeah, he's actually, I see him right now, so that's pretty cute. They're going to be very happy tonight because they're getting a cucumber. And for you guys that don't know, snails can't have cucumber a lot. It's like a treat, right? Like, so say if you wanted to give your dog a treat, so like every 2 weeks or something, right? Or whatever. With snails, you should only give it to them like once every so often, not even once a week. So I don't even do that. So I try to give it to them at least twice a month because they can get very addictive on it, and there's no really nutritional benefits for them. So it literally is like junk food for them. So I give it to them every so often, at least twice a month, sometimes only once. And they go bananas for it. They love it. I don't even know how to fix this eyeball. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, it looks a little funky, but it's okay. We're trying, right? That's all that matters. Also, I quit vaping, so I'm super proud of that. I quit today, early in the morning, when my last one died. So I told myself, because I bought a few, right? So I bought a few, so you know, it just took me a long time to go through them all. It was only like 4, but still. So I finally got it done, out of the way. I am going through withdrawal right now. I ain't gonna lie. So I'll tell you guys about, like, so I started smoking in grade 12 when I met my daughter's father. When I was in high school, he was out of high school and I was in grade 12. So I got introduced to cigarettes through him, and I didn't think I would get addictive. Like, I was so naive. I got addicted so easily. Yeah, and then when I got pregnant with my daughter, I quit. And then a few months, about 9 months passed, and then my dad died, and then I started back up again. And then I smoked and smoked and smoked, and then, like, smoked cigarettes. And then when I got pregnant with my son 2 years later, then I started, like, then I quit. And then after I had my son, I started probably a month after I had him again. And then, about, like, 6 months after him, I quit. Like, I fully just cold turkey quit cigarettes. It was really good. And then I had my trial thing, and yeah, that was just a really stressful process. So I started vaping instead of cigarettes, and then I got hooked onto the vaping, and yeah, today I finally quit. So I'm really happy. It's gonna be a lot better on my health, and I'm also for my kids' sake too, right? Like, I want to be here. I don't want to. I'm a little weird. I'm not like the people that, like, oh, I want to live forever. No, I am not like that. Like, please, I don't want to live forever. I don't want to be old and crippled and, you know, all that. But because of my daughter's situation, like, of course I want to live as long as I can, so I can be there for her and help my son with her, because once I go, like, I know he's going to have to, you know, watch over her and do all that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, and cancer runs very badly. See, I knew this was gonna happen. It's gonna be a little patchy on my snaily, but it's okay. Cancer runs really bad in my family, and the most that my family will make to is like 60. So I would at least like to make it past 60. I would like to be here as long as I can for my girl and my son. So, yeah. Like I always say, I don't know what I'm going to do when my mom does go, because she's my best friend and she's all I have left, like, parental-wise. So, yeah, I try not to think about that, because I'll literally start crying. So, you really don't know what's ever gonna happen to you, okay? Like, I know this looks really messed up. So this is just a page that became a fail, but we're pushing through it. No matter what happened to it, pushing through it. And I promised you guys I will show you. I totally forgot from my pyramid, the Spiteful Mermaid video. I totally forgot to put in the pictures. Like, my brain totally forgot. So I promise for the next myth that I'm gonna do, the water babies, they are in the same lake, so then I'll still show you guys those same photos, because I totally forgot. I couldn't believe that. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I also put my fan on full blast, which it's always on the lowest now, because I don't want the snails getting super cold. But I'm, like, profusely sweating right now, and I think it is because of the withdrawal. Just from not vaping. So I'm getting hot, and then I'm freezing. But I mean, like, I'm also sick, so that doesn't help. But I thought it's just easier to do it when you are sick, because then it's not like you crave it as much. Because I don't, because my throat already hurts, and that would totally make it worse. So, yeah. Okay, so that's very messy, but it's fine. I'll just do this thing in gray. Well, guys, here's a perfect example of a photo not coming out exactly how you want it, but still accepting it, I guess. This is a good video for that. I'm just looking at my bub because I can see him right now. He's sleeping though. Just trying to figure out what colors would be good for him. Yeah, I'm gonna do sand white. So this part right here, usually like, okay, so my dudes, I'm gonna do it where my dude's growth part is. So when a snail, like, you should see on your snail a growth line. So it'll kind of be like way lighter than the actual snail's rest of his shell. So my dude, his goes to about here of new growth since he's been with me, so that's like really amazing. Now my girl is actually an albino, so she's actually technically rare snail, so it's really hard to tell her growth line. Like, I can't even see it. So when I first got her, I was getting worried because I'm like, I don't see a growth line, but because she's an albino, it's really hard to tell. Really hard to tell. So Shrek goes into a very beautiful dark brown color. Let me just try to find some colors in my Ohuhu stash here. 1 second, you guys. Sorry. I'm gonna have to turn off that fan like after this video. But I just needed a quick something. Okay, so we can go into that maybe. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So, yeah. So if you guys want to follow my snailies on TikTok, you can. I make funny videos of them. I just did one, I don't know if you guys have seen The Office. That's like one of my favorite shows ever. Whenever I feel really depressed or just like, ugh, like what I'm, like, example, like last night, I got into bed and I just kind of just started crying. I don't even know why. Like, I just felt like, I don't know. I'm gonna start crying right now. Just kind of felt sad, and I don't even know why. I do and I don't. It's just like my brother's in school right now, and you know, I did go to college. I did do the makeup thing that I wanted to do. Now, where I live, like, good luck, because there's not a lot of jobs for makeup artists, so I couldn't really do like much else with it, and I was only getting like $400 every 2 weeks, and most of that money went to Ubers to actually get me to work because I don't drive. So yeah, it just didn't work out. So I mean, I know, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it's a very hard job. Like, stay-at-home moms don't get enough credit. I'm not just saying that because I am one, but they really don't. They really don't. And I was like, because I heard my mom come up, so she had a shower, and I just started profusely crying, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I feel like I'm not good. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with my life. Like, you know, all I am is a mom, and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, Alexandra, why are you getting upset? You're more than just a mom. Like, you're creative, you do coloring, you do a YouTube channel for fun, like, you know? Hold on 1 second, you guys. Wiping tears off my face right now. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting emotional. Like, this is stupid right now. Oh my Lanta, Alexandra. Oh, his eye right here is a little funky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get marker on that. So yeah, I just kind of, excuse me. I just kind of started getting sad, and yes, because I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do when my son goes to school, because, you know, I have to be back like whatever time. So they get picked up at 8:05, or like 8:05-ish. And then they get dropped off at 2. So I have to try to find like in between, like I will have to walk there. So my town's really small, so I have to try to find something in my town area that will let me have like some shifts, but it has to be in between the window where my kids are at school. And if like I that's what I'm more stressing about, because it's like, what if they don't like give me certain shifts and they're strict and like they don't care that I have 2 kids that I have to get home to, like, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of stressing about that. But I mean, that's like, it's literally 2 years away when my son gets back into school, so we'll see where my life is then. But yeah, I just started to get emotional and crying over that, which is literally so stupid. I shouldn't have to cry over things that are not even happening right now, and it shouldn't even be stressing me out. I don't know. Do you guys ever get like that? I do. I mean, because I've been a mom since I was 18, right? So, and it took me an extra 2 years to finish high school, and so, yeah. I don't know. This is what happens. Sometimes I just overthink, and then I make myself upset, and it's just stupid. Oh, okay, let me just take a breather for a second. Okay, so that was a weird ending. I am so sorry for getting emotional. It's just, I don't know. And I'm sure, like, the withdrawal is not helping, and I'm sick. Oh. I love being a mom. My kids are literally my whole world. My whole world. I love them with all my heart. They are like the best babies ever. Okay. So this actually does look like my snail, kind of. So I'm happy about the snail. We had some oopsies, but that's okay. Yeah, so I don't hate the page, but I don't love it. And I think the mushroom stem is throwing me off, because I would have loved it to have been like what my snail is. Kind of like that type of color, but it is what it is. So we got another page done in here, so I'm really happy about that. So we can grab our page marker. I just cannot shut the book because the glossy accents are drying right now. Okay. So you guys, with that being said, thank you so much for sticking by me, and oh shoot, I just hit you, for sticking by me and watching my videos. You guys have no idea how much that means to me, and you guys always make me smile when you guys comment, and now I'm starting to tear up because you guys just make me happy when you guys comment things, and you guys really do make my heart happy and have a smile every day. So I do appreciate every single one of my spooky armies, and I love you guys all so much. I'm literally about to film my other series that I was doing, finishing him up, and I don't want to just sit and watch TV or just, I don't even feel like playing video games, to be honest with you guys. I don't. So I'm probably gonna do a Carla book, because I was watching Chelsea's Creative Corner, I believe that's what it is. I will link her channel in the description, because I'm just thinking off the top of my head, so I don't know if that's 100% it. So look in the description. she's got such beautiful pages in Carla Magana books. So I do have a few of hers, so I would love to get into them actually. And just like do funky stuff that I wouldn't normally do, and just have fun instead of like stressing over like just straight coloring like this, where I can literally say if I wanted to be funky, I could just grab a paint marker and dab dots everywhere, you know? So that's what I'm kind of feeling. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. I am gonna finish up my other series, like finish up the rest of that video, and then I'm gonna maybe film my Carla, or we might just go on live. We'll see what I do. Sorry guys, now I'm getting cold. See. Doesn't help. My fan is on full blast, and it hasn't been on full blast since I got my snails, so which was in August. So yeah, I gotta turn that down because now I'm starting to freeze. But I ordered my brother his two Christmas gifts from a store I always order a few sweaters every year from that are spooky, and I saw 2 pajama sets, and instead of getting sweaters, I got 2 pajamas. And it was on sale, so I got this Not Reagan, and it's like almost like a chibi style, and it's of The Exorcist, but it's like lavender and very pretty. Oh shoot. And then I just got like a dark blue, it's just a dark blue with Jason hockey masks all over it. So I love it. This one's like super girly though, so that's kind of cool. Kind of cool for a spooky thing, right? I love it. I love it. And the best part is, you guys, okay, I'm going to stretch them out. Okay. So, do you see that? There's no like stupid tying thing that you have to tie, because I have weird sensory issues with that. Like I cannot handle when I feel like those ties, like where you like tighten up your pajama pants. I hate that. It stresses me out. I feel claustrophobic, and when I do tie it, then when I sit down, it like just like, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't like that. It freaks me out. So when I saw these have like no, and I didn't notice that until I got them, when I noticed that they didn't have any drawstrings, I'm like, oh my god, this couldn't have gotten better. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go out with my little tangent here and say, please like and subscribe and comment. Please know, you guys, I always look forward to seeing your guys' comments, and you guys have no idea how much it means to me when you guys do. You literally brighten up my day every single time, even if it's something simple. It just makes me feel good inside, and I just appreciate every single one of you. I really, really do. So with that being said, I love you, my spooky army, and I hope you have a spooktastic day or night wherever you are from in this crazy world we call home. And I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.